So you need your yarn and you need your hook. I'm using a K hook, which happens to be a really thick one. It is 6.5 mm. So this is the biggest one I have. I'm using a big hook just so you can see the different stitches and how I'm going in. But I mean, I don't know what size hook you plan on using, so we'll just do it that way. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do a text. You're going to want to do a slip knot. A lot of people, I used to just do like a regular knot, and then I found it was really hard in the end, so I just do a slip knot, which I just take the yarn, bring it down kind of like a loop, flip it a little bit, and then bring the longer piece of yarn up, and I pull. And that's how I do my slip stitch. And now you got a loop. Hold on. The cat keeps going after my hands. And now you got the loop. So, I'm going to take my hook. I'm going to just put it through. And I'm just going to kind of bring the knot up a little bit more. So now your slip knot is on a hook. Now what you want to do is, hold on, I'm just going to bring this a little bit further away. Okay. Now what you're going to want to do is, there we go. You're going to want to take the yarn and kind of divide it up. You're going to want the smaller piece on the outside, or on the inside, and you're going to want the longer piece to loop around your pointer finger, and you're going to grab the rest of it with your middle, your ring, and your pinky. And that basically controls the tension of the yarn for when you go ahead and you do the rest of the stitching. This part you're just going to want to keep out of the way. Later on you can either sew it in or snip it. I always sew it in because I find that when I snip it, it can unravel. So I just sew it into my work after I'm done. But like you said, just gonna, and I always kind of curl it up too so it has a part where my thumb can hold. But I mean, it's all up to you if you just want to do it that way. But I do it like that, and I grab both ends with the rest of my fingers. Alright, so first thing you're going to want to do is, now that it's attached to your slip knot and everything, and you've got your grip, you're going to want to start your first chain. Now to do that is, all you got to do is take your hook and you got to wrap it around, and it's going to go into the little hook part, I guess you could say. You're going to twirl it, and you're going to go through that slip knot, and that's your first chain. I'm going to do it again, around, pull it through, there's your second one. Do it again, around, pull it through, your third, around again, pull it through, and you're just going to keep on going that way. So one more time, okay? Going to take your hook, wrap it around the yarn, and pull it through. Wrap it around the yarn, pull it through. Wrap it around the yarn, pull it through. And just keep going. Just disregard on how fast I'm going. I'm just gonna Okay. Now, we'll just say that you got along, you know, that you've gotten this far. This is my chain. Now, this is what you would use to do like an Afghan. And that is how you do your first part of crocheting. This is how I learned. I learned just to make a basic chain. And I used to make these chains for miles and miles long. Like, I have no clue on how much yarn on my grandmother's I wasted just doing these. And this is how I learned to, and then eventually I learned how to go up top and go down. So, this is just your regular chain stitch. Pretty neat.